you just take me through the first touchdown of the game? What were you seeing on that LaNorris and Mazeo? I mean, Kentucky left you uncovered, man. I mean, what kind of happened there?
So we've been practicing that play for a while now. We had high low that defender right there. If you take the flash, we have that. If he drop back, we have the under on the down flat or whatever. So we just practice all week, just want to execute it.
As a wide receiver, in the wide receiver room, we just said if we do our job this week, one of us is going to be open. You know what I'm saying? One of us is going to be open. And as a wide receiver core, we definitely did our job. And my guys ran their route as hard as they could. He took two, and I was butt naked. You know what I'm saying? We ended up scoring.
Quick one, and then another real one. LaNorris, did you dance or celebrate at all in the locker room?
I did what I could. You know what I'm saying? I was happy. I'm not really a dancer, but I celebrated.
Okay, and then real question. People are going to draw conclusions after each game. How are you kind of making sure that whether you have a good or a bad game, that it isn't a blanket statement for your potential or your ceiling or your first year starter?
Really just take it day by day. I mean, people gonna say what they want to say regardless, no matter if you do good or bad. When you're down, they gonna talk down. When you up, they gonna praise you. So I mean, just take the game by game.
John.
Well, Norris, you had some receivers step up and make some plays for you late in the second quarter and in the second half. Did that help you settle in at all? And it also seemed like you were maybe feeling the rush a little bit better in the second half. Did you just feel any more comfortable in the second half specifically?
Yeah, I felt a lot more comfortable than last week. I just needed to get that game in my system. And once we started rolling, started getting completion, started moving the ball, I feel like, we were just going.
So you felt pretty good the entire game here today?
Yeah.
LaNorris, you missed about a quarter there. Was there ever any thought that you might not be able to keep going? What was kind of that conversation in the locker room like when Robbie was in the game?
No, I knew I was going back in. I wasn't finna. Play one drive and come out the rest of the game. You don't want to do that, especially on the road. So, it was never my decision to sit out at all. So.
It looked like you were pointing at your hip.
Yeah.
What happened?
I'm not really sure what happened. It was just kind of sore or whatever, but it's fine now. So.
They were saying on the broadcast that the trainers brought you in the locker room and you were just stretching. What did you do for those 10 minutes?
Stretching. They were just checking out, asking me how I was feeling and stuff. So that was really it.
LaNorris, it's one thing to win like you did last week against ODU, your first start, but now you go on the road, SEC, you get a win, you're hurt, you come back in, you help lead a good second half, a better second half offensively. Do you feel like this is kind of a grow-up game for you as a starting quarterback, considering what you had to go through to gut out this win?
Yeah, I knew it wasn't going to be easy. So, just adversity, taking it. And like I said, you got to go take it play by play. You can't look ahead too far. You can't think on the pass. You can't dwell on the pass. So, just wanted everyone out there and play.
LaNorris, you also found Mazeo on the big third down completion. Was that kind of the same play as the touchdown? Just they were rushing so many that somebody had to be open. What happened on that play?
He just got open, honestly. I don't think there's much thought or into it. He just got open. I saw him late. They came, pressure out, step up, and I saw him down the sideline, so I was like,
He said it right. You know what I'm saying? We've been working on it all week, like he said earlier, working on it all week, and we just played today.
Was there anything that felt different for you, LaNorris, with some of the connections you had today on your completions with your receivers, as opposed to maybe missing a little bit on your passes last week?
Yeah, I just felt more comfortable, honestly. We had timing down, got the chemistry down. Still need to work, still need to get better at it, obviously, but we just practiced it, put last week behind us, learned from it, brought it this week.
Mazeo Shane said that he went to the wide receivers at halftime and basically said, y'all got to make plays, step up and make some plays.
Right.
What do you remember about what he said? How do you feel like you guys reacted to that?
Coach Beamer, he came up to us at halftime. We was in the wide receiver group. He just said, we're going to put that ball in the air this time. We got to go make plays as a wide receiver core. And I feel like we took that personal as wide receivers in our room, and we said, we're not going to let you down, Coach. We're going to catch the ball when it comes to us, and we're going to make a play when it comes to us.
Mazeo LaNorris talked a lot about getting last week out of us, that it needed one game. For you as a true freshman, do you feel the same way? Was just kind of last week something you had to get through the first game and you felt more comfortable today?
Definitely. This game, I definitely felt more comfortable, more in myself. I feel like last week I was kind of playing antsy, and I had a little bit of anxiety going into my first game, you know what I'm saying, in Willie B. But coming to Kentucky, I have nobody to impress. We the away team. We coming in to, yeah.
LaNorris, you put the ball on the ground a couple of times when you've been hit. Well, what do you make of you know, kind of ball security right now? Is this something that's new for you? Is it just getting hit in an SEC game? How do you kind of explain what that?
Nah, they just caught me when my hand was breaking when I was going to throw the ball. That's all it was. It wasn't really like a ball security thing. I take that very seriously. Like last week, you know, I fumbled too, so I always take it serious. But they just caught me when I was breaking my hands going to throw the ball. So
Both times?
both times, yep.
Jordan, last one.
Shane and a lot of the defenders were mentioning just finding motivation from last week, you know, social media, whatever it be. What did you guys use as motivation with this offense? Did you use anything this week?
I mean, they said what they said last week, but we wasn't worried about that. We went through the game plan. It was all of us. It was like about us. Like we made mistakes. We put ourselves in those holes. We had to get better, and that's what we did last week.
Every Monday or every Sunday when we come back into the building, we always have a what if meeting. You know what I'm saying? A what if with the offense, and we just felt like, let's not have that meeting. Let's go do everything that they said we couldn't, and we took that to the chin. We went out there today and we did that.
All right, thank you guys. Appreciate it.